welcome back to my channel. It's Friday night and I'm feeling nice. I wish I could sing, but I still am a little suffering from allergies. So I did get some rest, and you can see I am in my pajamas, freshly out the shower. I did make it to cheer practice. I pushed, I clawed, and I made it. So baby girl has like competitions coming up next week. So today was like their last official practice, and they did amazing. So she's all excited about that. So I didn't want her to miss her last practice. So what I do, I persevered and I made it happen. So I did want to jump on today to share. I did finally finish the Tiffany Haddish book, The Last Black Unicorn. I'll put the official title like in the description, but it was really good. And just taking some time away from social media and just taking more clients and just working on my business, still working a 9 to 5, and all the other things that I'm juggling in my life. So just reading more is very enriching, and it is stimulating in a good way because I'm learning about so many different people and how they actually grew up, and then learning about how they became superstars and reached their goals. And it's just really encouraging for me as a coach and as an encourager of other people to get encouragement myself, because we all have personal goals and challenges that we're dealing with. So I did take some notes about her book. So we have childhood similarities. So she grew up with a mother with mental illness. And my mother, before she passed, she had mental illnesses. And I believe she got diagnosed when I was like 13 or maybe younger, and I really didn't quite understand what was going on. I know she went away for a period of time to a facility, and when she came back, she was medicated and she was doing much better. But we had to live with my grandma, and she had to help care for us. So I was raised by my grandmother, and that was another similarity we had because she was also taken in by her grandmother when her mother became ill. And she also talked about challenges with the reading in school. And when I was younger, I had challenges with reading because my mom worked like 60 hours, like in one, what was it, like in one week? Yeah, she worked like 60 hours, like not even in a full week. That's probably in a couple of days because she was a nursing aide and she would work long, long hours. So I would only see her for like a very short period of time when she was working. And I really didn't have anybody to take time to read with me. My sister, she was always like a mother bear. She would just like say, "Here go your lesson, take it to school the next day." And that did me no justice because when I went to school and tried to take the test, the teacher was like, "How did you get these answers? They're all right, but how do you fail the test and got all your homework right all week?" So that was a no-go. So somebody special in Tiffany Haddish's life took time for her in school. And I had that same experience. His teacher named Mrs. London. She has passed away. I just recently found that out. And she actually got me in like her AP courses, her advanced courses, and everything. So my literacy skills like went up. So now that's why I love to read. Involve my daughter in reading. Like I said, I take her to the library all the time, and when I get books, she get books, and we just love reading. So we shared that of having like a teacher's influence. So if you are a teacher, you definitely make a big influence in kids' lives. So keep that up. And relationship. So she was also in an abusive relationship, and I have also survived being in an abusive relationship. It's really no joke when you're in it, but once you come out of it, it's a better experience, and it does teach you things about moving forward. So I thought that was really something that stood out to me in Tiffany Haddish's book. Also, being raised by her grandmother, and then not having her mom there suffering from mental illness, and then also having an absent father. So when I was younger, my father was in my life, but he wasn't like in the home, and he wasn't very active. So we shared that experience. And when growing up without a father, you grow up with low self-esteem, low self-worth, no reassurance of yourself that you're doing a good job. And sometimes I find myself back in that place, like, still wanting acceptance or approval from other people. And that's a big no-no, because when you do that, people will definitely take advantage of you, and they will see that itsy titsy like part of you that's not sure of yourself, and they will take advantage of you. So here lately, I have really had to make sure that I have, worked on my self esteem, my self value, my self worth, make sure that I am pumping myself up. I made a video about being your own cheerleader. So definitely we shared that experience of just finding our own self value. And she talked about how, just her journey to becoming a professional comedian full time was, she just had to find herself. So I thought that was really something that stood out, and how she just now loves on herself. She understands she's valuable. She understands that she's worth the number that she quotes, to get paid for her gift or whatever. So I think that was a very good thing that stood out to me, of how just not having a father in a home can impact your ability to be able to naturally know you're doing a good job and that you're worthy of everything that you are receiving. And she talked about Jada. Jada actually gave her a lot of mentorship about Hollywood and just, how to kind of make it her own. So I thought that was really good to have a mentor. And I have a mentor, my auntie. She took me under her wing. My grandma, of course, taught me everything I know. But my auntie, she actually taught me, like, getting a state job, and, how to compose myself, and how to dress, and how to be poised, and things like that. Just like those little bitty skills that is good to have when you are amongst different people and different cultures and in different environments. So I thought that was similar, and it stood out to me from Tiffany's book. And learning about the business. So that's kind of where I am now. I'm in the business phase of learning about the new adventures and learning about the new opportunities, learning about passive income, how to make money in your sleep, and, thinking about a different way of life. And she had to figure that out as well. Just, I guess working, doing DJing and MCing, and then all of a sudden she was like a superstar after landing large roles and things like that. And she also encouraged us throughout her book to laugh often. Not just that she's a comedian, but that's just how she gives back and how she keeps a level head in her life. Laugh often. And I'm even learning to laugh at challenges, I'm not even going to say laugh at death, but you have to find some way to reverse out of all of the negativity that's coming your way. So I think it was very just courageous of her and kind of her to remind us to laugh, because life can throw you curveballs. Following God, you're not going to be able to be all cookie cutter and organized. And that's me. I like to write everything down on a calendar. I like to be very organized just because of how I grew up. But I'm learning, just being a new business owner and taking clients, working and doing all this, you're not going to be able to be all organized, have everything together, and just be able to put on this facade of having a perfect life. You're not going to be able to do it. So I'm taking that advice very personal. Laugh often and just try to enjoy life as much as possible. So I've really enjoyed that about reading her book. And just accepting wisdom from people like Jada. I thought that was very good for her to give people a shout out, and some of her experiences that she had with celebrities, ex-boyfriends, and her marriage, and experiences with like different managers. Just like she gave us a lot of insight on her experiences. So I thought her book was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, it takes me a long time to read it a little bit, because I'm only reading it during lunch hours, when I go to bed, during cheer practice, when I'm not recording. So it was a really good read to read in your leisure time. It's very funny because she's a funny person, but it also has some deep parts of her that you wouldn't know just, just listening to her comedy or whatever. So I just wanted to give my opinions or just my feedback off her book, and I thought it was very brave of her to be so raw, be so honest, and to give us some hope as the last Black unicorn. So if you are thinking about reading her book, I'll put the name of it in the description, and I think I got a picture for the cover of this video. So God bless.